today comes from Matthew 26, verses 47 to 56. While he was still speaking, Judas, one of the 12, arrived. With him was a large crowd with swords and clubs from the chief priests and the elders of the people. Now the betrayer had given them a sign, saying, "The one I will kiss is the man. Arrest him." At once he came up to Jesus and he said, "Greetings, Rabbi," and kissed him. Jesus said to him, "Friend, do what you are here to do." Then they came and laid hands on Jesus and arrested him. Suddenly one of those with Jesus put his hands on his sword, drew it, and struck the slave of the high priest, cutting off his ear. And then Jesus said to him, "Put your sword back into its place, for all who take the sword will perish by the sword. Do you think that I cannot appeal to my Father, and he will at once send me more than 12 legions of angels? But how then would the scriptures be fulfilled, which say it must happen in this way?" At that hour Jesus said to the crowds, "Have you come out with swords and clubs to arrest me, as though I were a bandit? Day after day I sat in the temple, teaching, and you did not arrest me. But all this has taken place so that the scriptures of the prophets may be fulfilled." Then all the disciples deserted him and fled. And this is the word of the Lord.
My family love watching the reality TV show Survivor. Don't judge me too much for that, please. Watching each week as a group of people negotiate and manipulate and control one another to stay in a game. One of the things that I really struggle with as I watch the show, though, is when people are betrayed. When people betray one another, and I know I really probably shouldn't just watch the game because that's a large part of it. But betraying someone is something that I really don't understand. I struggle to watch the game that has betrayal in it. In today's reading, Jesus is betrayed by one of his disciples. Someone will sell him out. He will be sold and arrested. Jesus is sold for 30 pieces of silver, like a piece of land or an object that can be traded. Jesus' life is traded as a commodity. From a group of people who call him the Messiah, that now abandon him to death, the pathway to Good Friday becomes faster and faster. A couple of days ago I mentioned the trickle of water that went over the dam wall and how quickly it turned into an unstoppable stream. The people turned and they started running from Jesus, leaving him betrayed, alone, and arrested. Until this point, he was walking towards the cross for us. Now he is shackled and bound, and he is being dragged towards the cross for us. As we look at this with horror, may we see it for the act of love that it is.